Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I love the acceleration of this car. It's so powerful and so savage. The car revs amazing, you know. I mean, you don't have to rev it all the way to 7,600, but of course you're gonna really enjoy it. And if you don't rev it for, you know, up to 7,600, you're still gonna enjoy it because there's so much torque and power. Downshift and you can hear the car more, guys. Fourth gear on this long curve. Hold the power. Car is very stable. You have to understand the limit of the car. So guys, I was actually talking about different types of exhausts and which one is the best, and you know, what are the options that I actually have, you know, if I decided to choose. So as you can see, it's a lot of rush during that time. So it's not very easy to, you know, to find the best roads in Dubai, guys, at all the times, and you know, to enjoy the sound of the car. One of the reasons why I went yesterday at night and usually you know, to find some tunnels and empty roads. Going back to the tunnel, guys, I'll put the window again. Hopefully you're gonna understand the car, how it sounds from the outside. I have no idea of people who say this car doesn't sound good. They must be out of their mind, seriously. Marvelous sound. I love it. It just makes me very hyper, you know. It's adrenaline coming in my blood now. When I'm going the highway, I would love to put it in M1 or M2. Usually M1, but sometimes I put it in M2, but I put the suspension in comfort. So guys, the big question, is the actual M4 loud enough for a stock exhaust? As you have heard from this video, guys, that rather depends on your taste and what do you expect from a loud exhaust to be. I would say again, the exhaust is not super loud, but it's considered to be loud in Sports Plus. I don't know why people, they actually complain about the exhaust, if it's loud enough and doesn't sound so good. That's not true. Not because I actually now own that car, I'm saying that, but I think it's just in reality, and if you drive the car yourself, the car actually sounds so much better in person than what it seems on the videos, for a reason. Most of the people, they use GoPros or regular, cheap mics, and maybe this software that they are using, it's not great. So basically they are not sharing the best quality of the car, how it sounds. That because of the audio and the software sometimes. So it's very hard sitting, behind the computer and just saying this car doesn't sound good and stuff. Of course, you will have a very good idea about the car and how it sounds. So tell me, guys, what do you think about the sound of the car? Does it sound good enough? Do you expect more from the car? So the two exhaust, guys, that I'm actually looking forward, Akrapovic exhaust and the performance exhaust from BMW. And after reading, and looking at the forum, I actually like the performance exhaust more. I found it more natural, and very close to the stock. It have deep growl, and high resp, on the high RPM. The Akrapovic, don't get me wrong, it's great exhaust as well, sounds great, but it has kind of unique tone to it. But I like, for me as a personal taste, the performance exhaust. It's much closer to the stock exhaust, just louder and more savage. But again, I'm sure the car will sound better as I'm putting more kilometers or mileage, in the car will sound much better. The exhaust will open more. I'm not gonna change the exhaust right away, guys, because I just want to reach a stage, if you got me, like when I'm expecting more sound or more, of that atmospheric, beautiful rasp from the inline six. So as for now, I'm very happy with the exhaust. It's like some of you guys like and enjoy the sound, and some of you actually told me that the actual car sounds great. This car is actually inline six turbocharged, so of course it's never gonna sound as good as a natural aspirated one. With the performance exhaust, BMW did a great job. So if you wanna make the car sounds better, you have an option to do it. I mean, look at Audi, for example, with the RS cars, the RS3, RS4, RS5, 6, 7, etc. The AMG line, I'm not gonna count them. If you don't have the sports exhaust or the performance exhaust, the stock exhaust doesn't sound good at all. So what do you expect, the M car to have, a stock exhaust that sounds so great? Of course, it's not gonna happen. BMW and all this, car manufacturers, they want you to pay a little bit more if you want to get more things out of the car, like the performance, the looks. You have to always pay for that. Don't expect everything's gonna be for free, It's not gonna happen in this world, guys. Now, should be this one included as a standard option? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. I mean, why not? Imagine this exhaust will be like AMG is offering, or as you pay up to 2,000 USD maximum, you got the exhaust. I mean, that's great, no? But let's not just whine and cry about it, because the exhaust sounds great. I love it. I don't want just to put in all kind of modes and say the car doesn't sound so good. No, man, if you wanna look for exhaust and you're willing to upgrade it, that because you're not happy with the maximum sound of the exhaust on your car. In that particular case, it's the Sport Plus. You expect more. So what's the point of experience that in comfort mode or sport mode? Doesn't make sense, right? In Sport Plus, the car could be a little bit more louder for sure. But as a stock exhaust, the car still sounds great. I love it. After revving the car and having the car for almost a month or a little bit 5 weeks almost, I am very happy with the exhaust. and the way it sounds. My next update of the car, as you saw in my previous video, link below. I just like the way that you just, you know, change certain parts on the car, but not right away, obviously, little bit by little bit. That make it more interesting, and plus you don't really get bored from the car, if you know what I mean. You're not supposed to get bored from an M car or AMG right away, but you know what I mean. Like, why not have the option to put some parts and the exhaust at later point, not just right away. Just experience the car, rev the car, enjoy the car, and once you're ready for the next upgrade, and then go for it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan now. I just put, you know, the paint protection, I tint the car, I put some parts from the, you know, the exterior parts, but I'm gonna put the window down so you can hear it a little bit. So guys, welcome back, and I don't know what you think about the exhaust. For me, I would love to have a little bit of more noise sometimes, but seriously, the car doesn't sound so bad that so many people have been mentioning on the internet that, you know, the car sounds dull, sounds like a diesel, but it's not particularly true. Especially if you have it, you know, in the flash, or if you drive the car in real life. If you hear it on the YouTube, sometimes, because some people, they don't have the best audio quality in their videos, so the car doesn't really sound the best, but as you can hear, the car sounds great. I have not changed any settings, you know, I did not play with the dBs of the audio at all, guys. So that's it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, invite your friends, like the video of course, and see you next time, man. Take care.